Want to commentate with me? That one, yeah. Yeah. But this is to get to the semifinal. All right, everyone. Welcome to another MVP Undercards live stream action match. Today we'll be featuring Charles Granville, who's a 505 Fargo, going up against Paul Santos, who's a 539 Fargo. And they'll be playing even race to 15, playing 9 ball. All right, so they have 2,000 in the middle, so the winner gets 2,000, and they're playing 9 ball race to 15. And looks like Charles Granville got the first break here. He's gonna break dry. So now we have Paul Santos on the break, on the table, I mean. All right, nice safety shot there from Paul Santos. That's going to force Charles Granville here to kick at this 1 ball. And see how he's going to approach this shot. All right, looks like he's going to give Paul Santos ball in hand here with a good opportunity to get him on 2 right behind the 7 here. All right, if you guys are not too familiar with these players, both players are part of our members of our MVP tour. Both players have both won a couple of tour stops already, especially Charles Granville. He's got a lot of MVP wins under his belt, and all right, looks like Paul Santos is gonna try for this 1-9 carom here. All right, good attempt, but no cigar. That's gonna give Charles Granville an opportunity here. Commentate with me. Yeah, this is the first game. All right, I got my co-commentator here with me, Jubert Belisi. How are you doing today, sir?
All right. How are you guys doing? Hopefully everybody's doing fine. So today's matchup, we have Charles Granville against Paulo Santos. Well, what's the race, by the way?
They're racing the 15.
Oh wow, $2,000 in the middle. Wow.
Yeah, Charles is coming out of Gotham Billiards, right?
Yes, he is. He's coming out from Gotham Billiards, and a local player over here is Paul Santos. Oh wow.
I think Paul Santos found the hole there for the cue ball. That's going to give Charles Granville ball in hand here with 6 balls left. Let's see if he can run out from here. Nice shot there from Charles. Got a little too straight on the 5 ball, though.
He was able to compensate with the English. Not bad. You see one rail going back down to take the 7 ball into the side pocket or the same pocket. I'm not sure why he did that.
So
English.
Fargo wise, Charles Granville is a 505, but I believe he
He
plays
should
a
be.
he
Yeah,
plays a lot better than that.
way a lot better than 505. Yeah, he
Yeah,
should be in like at least 525 to 535 in that margin.
yeah. I'm
So
assuming that's why he agreed to this matchup with Paul Santos because he knows he's underranked.
yeah, yeah.
So
Look at that save from Charles.
that's a very nice safety.
3 balls on the table. Let's
All
see
right.
if the Filipino blood will kick in, and he was able to do so.
That's a great hit there from Paul Santos. I don't think the 7 ball goes in there because the 9 ball is blocking the pocket.
Yeah,
Let's see if he's gonna try to do a carom here. And he did call the 9 ball, so
yeah. He's gonna try to go for the carom. You're right about that.
yeah, I like using the cue ball here just in case he does miss the combination.
Mhm.
Could end up safe for the 7.
Not
Wow,
bad.
he hit that pretty good. A
Yeah.
little too thin though, but you see what I mean by the result being a safety.
Yeah. There's a possibility of him to cut this all the way down. Oh no, he's gonna play
Paul
safe.
Santos
Smart
is gonna
choice.
nice a very nice play,
Smart
nice
choice.
safety there.
Yeah. I thought he, I thought he was gonna be very offensive. Wow.
Not a bad attempt there from
Good
Charles
attempt from
Granville, but it's gonna
Charles.
give Paul Santos ball in hand here with 3 balls left on the table. I mean, she's supposed to be out here. I don't think he's
Yeah.
gonna.
Oh yeah, definitely. As you guys can see, both players are very offensive. As a matter of fact, they're trying to get the first person who lands the first score in this game on this matchup. So they're both looking forward to this match.
Yeah, I believe this matchup was scheduled like a month ago,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they've been definitely been preparing for this
Hmm.
matchup. So
Yeah. I'm actually very surprised because Chuck is like knowing he just started a new job. He hasn't been really playing lately, but I'm surprised that he actually took this match. I'm not
who's
gonna
that?
lie to you, Charles.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
maybe this is his celebration for
I
landing
guess
that new
so.
job.
Yeah.
All right, first game, first blood is gonna go to Paul Santos here. It's gonna make the score 1-0 here in a very long race to 15.
Are they doing a tournament rules or any special like arrangement with the game, with the match, or just
No,
regular
they're
tournament
they're
rules?
just doing MVP rules. So
Okay. Okay.
that means 9 ball on the spot, 2 ball in the back, and call 9 ball. All right, if you guys haven't already, be sure to make your voice heard by placing your votes on the poll. So far, we have a 50-50% from each player. Um,
That sounds about right, to be honest. That's my opinion in this game. Paul might just have like a slight advantage because Paul's been playing in the tournament, so he's like more in the zone compared to
yeah, he definitely has the advantage of
yeah.
playing a little more pool than Charles Granville for sure.
But play
And
wise, I could actually say they're both 50-50 even. So this is going to be a good match.
they did agree to play in buckets here, so that might speed up the
Yeah,
game,
that's true. That's true.
um, as they won't be missing as much as if they were playing in the tight diamond table.
Yeah.
All right, looks like Paul Santos rushed that shot
Oh,
quite
he
a
got
bit,
lucky. Okay.
but he is gonna fluke
And a 5 ball.
that 5 ball in there. That's gonna leave him perfect for the 3 actually.
Ooh.
All right, almost missed that one as well. Good thing they're playing in buckets.
That was nerve wracking. Oh no! Wow.
Overcut that 4 ball a little bit.
Yeah.
That's going to give Charles Granville here a chance to run out this 4 ball table.
Oh, let's see where
Uh-oh.
he's gonna land. Oh, wow! Look at this.
That big of an angle might cause him a little bit of problems here.
Yeah, he's gonna
Let's
have
see
to
if he
put like.
decides to go for the side pocket instead of the corner
Yeah,
here.
I think he's gonna put like inside spin on this one to go one rail. But I'm not sure why he hit it that hard.
I think he wanted to go 2
To go
rails
two
there,
rails just to
back
go
and
back
forth,
same
to go
pocket to
back
the
to the
eight.
corner. Yeah, but
That cost him a scratch and a ball in hand for Paul Santos. Let's see if he's gonna benefit with this one. More than likely, yes, because pretty much every ball are in the pocket by now. Yeah, okay, called the top left quarter pocket for the 9 ball. Oh my God! Wow,
wow.
he jumped up on that shot though.
Yeah,
He
he
really
might have
did
gotten a little
jump.
too excited there for
Yeah,
Paul Santos. Luckily for him, he didn't give him a super easy shot here on
yeah,
this 9 ball. But it's definitely makeable here for Charles.
got it. Wow, crazy rack
All
over
right,
there.
that's going to even up the score 1-1. And a race to 15, whenever you have a chance to grab the momentum, it's definitely advantageous for you to take that advantage.
I wasn't even sure who won the first lag, the first break.
Charles Granville took the first
Oh,
break.
okay.
Come a little closer so I can hear you. I don't want to talk over you. All right, the score is 1-1 here with Charles Granville on the break. What a nice break there from
Very nice
Charles.
break over there. Does he have a
And
shot on a 1 ball? It looks like it. Oh, we might see a carom over
can
here.
you see that? Can you see that 1 ball?
He can, but there's no shot into it. More than likely he's gonna do a carom.
I
One,
think he
two
should be able
carom.
to spin this 1 ball in
Let's
though.
see. Oh, he was actually do it. Yeah, he did it.
Right.
Yep.
Got a little funky on this 1 ball though. It might force him to play safe here behind this 4 ball.
Okay.
All right.
Not a bad save from Charles. Or as we call him at Gotham, Chucky. I don't know why. Maybe he's a killer.
I think Paul has a 1 rail kick here. The 1 ball should stay relatively right there. So I was gonna say he needs to move that cue ball.
Wow.
But it's gonna give Charles an easy shot at this 1 ball here and an opportunity to run this table out.
Yeah. 1 rail going back to the 4. Not bad.
Got a little angle on the 4 ball.
Angle. That's the only problem.
Looks like both players are still trying to find a rhythm here early
Yeah.
on.
Unfortunate, man. Shit.
Now Paul have a good position for the 6 going to the 7, going 1 rail. Might even bump the 8 ball, to be honest. But at this point, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is actually a pretty easy layout for him. Oh, wow.
I think both players just need to take a little more time here trying to pocket the balls. It might be a little too jittery right now. It's causing them to rush their shots.
Yeah.
Good shot there from Charles Granville. It's going to leave him a pretty easy shot at this 7 ball. Wow.
And again, another miss in the same pocket. As a matter of fact, giving another opportunity to Paul Santos to finish this rack. Let's see if he's gonna, be able to take advantage of that miss that came from Chuck Charles. He might bump the 9 ball on the way back and miss. Jesus. Okay, that's crazy. Hey, 2,000 in the middle. That's not cheap, guys. Anybody watching yet? Give me a shout out through the comments. Say hi. What's up? He missed position on the 8th a little bit, but he should be able to cut this. He ended up overcutting it because he was worried that he was going to scratch into the side pocket. Now another opportunity for Paul to go one rail going back to the 9 ball.
Yeah, I don't think Paul Santos is gonna mess this one up after letting a few opportunities go by.
And
Then I'm wrong.
yeah,
Um,
both seem to be having their nerves shut at the moment. No one could get comfortable so far.
yeah, both players just rushing their shots here. Once
Yeah.
they settle down after all the jitters, should be able to play a lot better. Looks like Charles Granville is going to grab the lead here, 2-1 on a race to 15. DeMarco Tran, commentators tonight are myself, Darwin, and
This be
my,
your boy Jubert. What's
that's
up,
you.
DeMarco?
All right, if you guys are enjoying the stream so far, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. You can also show support by pressing that money symbol in the chat and sending some super stickers and super chats. Any donation helps help our channel grow. So we appreciate you guys in advance.
Me and Darwin haven't had lunch yet, so coffee will be appreciated.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Coffee
a
and
long
some.
night tonight. So
Oh, what is
anyone who
coffee
can
and some,
donate some
maybe some cheesecake.
cheesecake money, that would be nice. All right, rack number 4 is on the way. It's gonna start off with a scratch from Charles Granville on the break. That's gonna give Paul Santos ball in hand here in a pretty open table. I don't really see any problems on this layout here. Most difficult shot is probably going to be from the 3 to the 4.
3 to the 4. If he positioned the cue ball properly after the 2, which I don't know. This might be tough. Too much angle to go back one rail for the 3.
Nah, you can just go 2 rails
Yeah, he'll
forward
probably do
here.
a 2 rail.
And
No, actually, he held it. Yeah. Long
I
shot,
kind of
but
prefer getting 2 rails there.
Yeah, that's true.
Gives
I agree.
more of a natural angle to get to the 4 ball.
Mhm.
Now he kind of has to. Cue ball is going to move a lot here, so it's going to be hard to control.
He might even hit the 6 ball going down. And like what I said, ooh, see that? But he ended up missing the 3 ball, unfortunately. Now we're going to see a 2 rail comeback for the 4. But he ended up overdoing it, if I'm not mistaken. He does have a shot, but it's difficult.
Yeah, it's definitely a difficult shot here on the rail.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to find a
my.
scratch here. It's going to give
And
Paul
he did,
Santos ball in hand
another
once
ball in
more.
hand. Very unfortunate.
I think he's going to try to drag this cue ball here.
Yeah.
I like going to the other side of this 4 ball just to keep the angles natural. But he's going to hit a nice shot here on this 5 ball. Edgardo Molina, yes, there will be a tournament tonight. So if you guys are wondering, there will be a Monday night tournament here at Karam. in Flushing, New York. So if you guys are around, make sure you stop by. I know everyone is watching the Genki Memorial right now, as you should. But if you happen to be out of the tournament, be sure to pull up to Karen Billiards here in Flushing and play our Monday night weekly.
Edgardo, come true. It'll be more fun here. Bougie, what's going
All
on?
right, wow. Looks like Charles is gonna
Oh
find the
my
hole once more for the
God.
cue ball. He's trying
Wow.
his best to give it this game away here to Paul Santos. I like getting to the middle of the table here. You don't want to leave it too straight.
And I think that's what's gonna happen. This is dangerous. Actually, with this pockets, this could scratch still. Let's see what he's gonna try to do. I think he's
Uh,
gonna put a draw into it.
Yeah, that might.
Yeah, that's what he did.
It's a good shot though from Paul Santos.
Yeah, so
He'll be
all
back.
right. So Darwin got called to remove the template that they use for racking. Did you drink a Red Bull before this match? I've never heard you this energetic before. I'm always energetic, bro. You know how it is. But you could buy me a Red Bull. I don't mind. Just ship it. That's right, Joseph. Paul Santos, the Macho Man. All right, he called that top left corner pocket. Nice shot from Paul Santos, tying up the game, 2-game apiece. All right, let me, guys, let us know who's your pick for this match. So far, we have a 59-41% on our poll, having Paul Santos as the favorite so far. But as you guys could see, it's a pretty even matchup for today. Are we gonna play our match on table 24? If you're gonna give me 4 games, for 4 games on a race tonight, I'll play. I'll play you on table 24. Nah, I wouldn't be playing any match money games in any time at any time soon. Maybe if I like myself enough tonight, Darwin will have to set up a match between me and me. Wha- Nah, I'm right now. I'm taking a hiatus on playing money match game. Yeah, I'm doing some stuff right now. I'm not even focusing on the game. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Got a new job, so I'm more focused into that. On top of that, I'm working my regular job, so it's a little bit difficult for me to focus on playing money games right now at the moment. And my kids have to eat. That's the thing. All right, nice save over there. I mean, you could. Oh no, he could actually see and possibly pocket the one ball. Yep. And once again, Charles is like struggling with the table right now. Okay, not too bad.
He can go 3 rails forward here.
Oh, I went back one rail. A little overshot it a little bit, but there's. I mean, he could draw this and then just bump the 8 ball for the 6. But he looks like he's gonna go forward with this one, which is that what he did. Yeah, but shot on a 6 ball, but it's a distant shot, so it's gonna
I don't think he can see this whole six
Yeah.
ball though.
made it a little bit more difficult. Oh, and once again, cue ball
Wow.
finds a pocket.
And Charles Granville has been
Yeah, he's
scratching left
struggling.
and right here
Yeah.
this set so far.
This is like the 5th
Maybe
scratch that
six.
he has. 6,
Five,
right?
fifth
Yeah.
or sixth time he scratched here. It's gonna give Paul Santos ball in hand here with 4 balls left on the table. See if he can capitalize here.
More than likely, he's gonna try to draw this back to the 7. No, he's gonna go forward, which is not a bad. No, he's gonna go one rail, going back to the 7. Try to land on a 7 ball on the right hand side of the table, so at least he could go back for the 8 into the right top corner pocket because there's no pocket on the top left corner for the 8 ball. He actually did have ended up having a good angle. Let's just see how he's going to control this ball. Might able to find. Oh,
Needs to get a
wow.
good bump on this 9 ball.
Wow.
Good shot.
Okay. Instead of chancing the scratch on the side pocket, he just went behind and chose to pocket the 8 ball in the bottom right corner pocket. Ended up missing it by a mile. Oh,
Wow.
wow. Wow.
What a fluke shot there from Paul Santos. And the 9 ball ended up going closer to the pocket there. And it's gonna leave him a dead straight shot. Charles Granville is gonna concede the game after that wild shot from Paul Santos. It's gonna put him up once more, 3-2 here. And shout out to Edgardo Molina for the 199 gifted. We appreciate you, senor.
Edgardo, $2? Come on, man. There's 2 of us here. Just kidding. The lucky Santos. Alex Guerrero, welcome to the chat, my brother. Come true, come true. We're waiting for you. There's a tournament tonight, my bro.
All right, good break there from Paul Santos. That's gonna leave him a pretty good shot on this 1 ball. The natural position here for the 2. All he has to do is make this ball, and he should be good for the 3.
Yeah.
Let's see how he hits it.
Each way just need to take their time.
Not a
Okay.
bad shot. Almost makes it, but
Almost made it.
no cigar here for Paul Santos.
On your way, Alex, you should have told me, man. I could have gotten a lift from you. Come on, man. I'm just kidding.
I'm not quite sure what Charles is trying there.
Shout out to Noah rooting for Chuck. Noah, are you from Gotham? Or somewhere in Brooklyn? Name sounds familiar, that's why.
All right, if he goes for the shot on the bottom left corner,
There is, yeah.
should have a natural position here to go 3 rails
Yeah.
for the 3.
Yep.
All right, he chose to go to the other side. Good shot as well.
Now he could go forward 2 rails. Top spin to go back on the 4. Oh, man, that was going to go in too. I mean, the cue ball was going to go in. So I had to play it safe. Not a bad lead from Paul.
It's a good control there
Yeah.
from Paul Santos. It's gonna leave Chuck here a two rail kick shot. Um,
Noah, Brooklyn for light. Amen, brother. Amen.
he needs to put a little English if he's gonna go this deep into the pocket. Good
Nice 2 rail kick from Chuck. But let's see. Yep. Wow. It was a fluke safety, but still not a bad try. See a 1 rail from Paul. Where is the cue ball gonna go? Is he gonna be safe?
Good hit, but it's gonna leave a easy shot here for Charles
Yeah.
Granville in the 4 ball. Gave himself a little bit of a big angle, but it
Yeah.
should be enough to go 2 rails forward.
He ended up missing the 5 ball.
He's gonna miss the 5 ball,
Yeah.
leaving Paul Santos a tough shot here on the 5 ball. But a pretty natural position here. All he has to do is make this ball. Just try to control the cue ball so it doesn't get behind this 8 ball.
No, he's gonna give another opportunity for Charles.
Paul Santos still rushing his shots here early. From the looks of it, Charles is looking a little bit more composed here after some rush shots in the beginning.
Yeah.
But he's showing some calmness now that might change the tide of the game here. All right, good shot there. I think he should be able to
Should be
make
able
the
to see,
7 ball here.
Yeah, he could see the 7 ball. He could go 1 rail down to the 8. Yep. Managed to bump the 8, which, even with an okay angle to go back for the 9 to the same pocket, to be honest. He actually bumped the 9, but luckily, he had a shot for the 9 ball in the opposite pocket. All right,
And
that ties up the ball game now. 3-3 for each player.
it's going to make the score 3-3, folks. We got a neck-and-neck matchup here so far.
Me.
How many games? You guys trying to steal from me? I don't. Supposed to play even. Yeah, DeMarco, I agree with you. Paul Santos is not playing how he usually does right now. Um, like I said, it's definitely going to be the little bit of pressure and the nerves here early. But I'm sure once he starts calming down, he's going to start shooting normal. Uh, earlier in the set, we saw Charles Granville rushing his shots, but now he's definitely a little bit more composed now. So let's see if Paul Santos can follow suit and calm down here, maybe play a little better. Not a bad shot there from Paul, but gonna leave the 1 ball wide open here for Charles.
He doesn't have a really good combination between the 1 and 2 or 106. So he might end up playing safety over here. And that's what he tried to do.
He wanted to control that cue ball a little bit more to get behind that
Behind
3,
the
4,
6. Yeah,
5.
that's true. That is true. But he did not leave a pretty easy shot for Paul Santos. And
Paul Santos with a nice defensive shot there.
yeah, he's going to try to kick this from the opposite rail. Interesting.
I'm pretty sure he can kick from the left side here, but I think he might choose to go to the right side.
Yeah, he
Oh
could.
no,
Yeah.
he's looking at the left side here,
Yeah.
which is the right shot. Could even make this 1 ball if he really wanted to.
As a matter of fact, yeah, there's a possibility he could pocket this with a 2 rail kick. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. He's able to maneuver it.
All right, not a bad result there from Charles Granville. It's going to give Paul Santos an option here. 1 ball does go in the bottom right corner, but looks like he's going to play safe.
Yep.
Tried to hold the cue ball there,
Behind the
but
4, yeah.
cue ball ends up leaking.
Mm-hmm. You want Charles for $100? Okay. I might have somebody for you if you're up for it.
You have his contact?
Yeah. Yeah, Edgardo, yeah, you get a game. I got you. $100 for Charles. I'll go $100 for Paul Santos. That's a bet. And I'm not trying to be biased, guys. I think this game is 50-50, but like what I said, I haven't been seeing Charles Granville been practicing, so I'm picking Paul Santos over Charles. So to my Brooklyn people, sorry.
I mean, still, it's a neck and neck game so far. So I wouldn't be surprised if it stays neck and neck the whole set. All right, nice shot there from Charles Granville. He has a pretty natural position here to get to the four ball in the same pocket. Just like so. He does overrun it a little bit though. All right, I'm not quite sure if Charles got there for the six. It looks like he did. Um, should be able to go two rails here. Oh, it looks like he couldn't make it actually. I forced him to play a little bit of a safety. What a shot there from Paul Santos. And
Edgardo Molina, yes, I am going for Paul. So we get a bet, okay? I message you. So just check your messages.
Paul has a tough shot here on this seven ball. But it is a pretty natural angle to get to the eight ball on the side. So all he has to worry about is making this ball here. Good shot there from Paul. A little too much English. It's going to force him to play the eight ball in the here in the corner. What a shot there from Paul Santos. Nice and straight.
Wow.
And he is going to get pretty good on this nine ball here. Just needs to make sure he takes his time. Nice shot there from Paul Santos. Let's see if he
Oh my
finds the
god,
hole
it's
here.
crawling to scratch. Jeez.
All right, almost gets to the pocket, but not hard enough. That's going to give the lead back to Paul Santos here, 4-3.
All right, so it's basically a race to 11th and
Edgardo,
12th.
be sure to check your message and confirm.
I got you. I got you, Edgardo. I saw your message. All good.
All right, Paul Santos on the break here on rack number 8. It's going to start off with a dry break from Paul Santos. However, he does have no shot on this one ball. Let's see how he's going to approach the safety shot here.
I have a couple of guys over here looking for some action on this game, and it's still a pretty close match. So if you guys want to put in the money on Charles Granville, I have a few people that would like to take Paul Santos over here. Just let us know in the chat.
All right, not a bad shot there from Charles, but I think the one ball does go in the side pocket from here. Let's see if Paul Santos goes for the shot. All right. Opted to play safety instead. And he's going to leave it open for Charles Granville here. And Charles is going to return the
Oh,
safety
yeah,
nicely
leaked
here.
out though. A little strong, but he didn't leave a shot for Paul.
Paul does still see a piece of this one ball, though. Should be able to return the safety here.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, like he didn't mean like a direct shot for the one ball, but he could return the save for this one. More like he's gonna try to bring back the cue ball behind the cluster over there.
All right, used a little
He
too
failed to
much
do
English.
so. Yeah, he was trying to go behind the 6 or the 7. No, that I'm not gonna lie. He ended up overhitting that. Still have a shot on that 2 ball.
Tough shot, though.
Yeah, to go for the
Hard to
3
get to
ball.
the 3 ball from here.
Yeah, but he might try to use the 7 ball as a stopper to be perfect on the 3 ball for the top left corner pocket. And that's what he did, but he ended up missing the 2 ball.
Now Paul has a pretty good chance here. Needs to control the cue ball just to get to the 3.
Yeah, he's gonna try to go in between the 9 and the 7, basically where the cue ball is right now. Try to go back there for the 3 ball. And in trying to do so, he actually bobbled the 2 ball.
Charles should be able to go real first here for this 2 ball. Cue ball might end up hitting the 5 ball, though.
He was able to manage to go. Let's see where's the 3. He's just a tad bit short. He does have a shot on the 3 ball, but no pocket for it. But that was actually not a bad attempt from Charles to get position for the 3 ball.
All right, not a bad shot there from Charles. I think the one rail kick is open here for Paul
Yeah.
Santos, though.
Yeah, he's gonna try to send out the 3 ball, so he will go behind the 6 and leaving the cue ball on the bottom of the table. Oh no, he was able to do. Wow. Okay.
If he can see this 4 ball, he should be able to make this in.
Yeah.
There's 7 and 8 ball is going to be in the way, though, so he needs to make sure he gets on the left side of those 2 balls.
Which he managed to do so.
Oh, he ended up just rolling the ball.
Yeah.
Could have went 2 rails forward there. It's going to leave him a tough shot at this 5 ball.
I mean, he could go 2 rails back, 7 ball on the side pocket, same side where he's shooting on right now. Yep.
All right, beautiful shot there from Paul Santos. Left him perfect for the 8 ball.
Yeah,
Just needs
he's
to
gonna
go
go
forward here.
Yeah, a little bit forward. Landed
Looks like he
perfectly
chose
on
to
the
go
8.
to the corner for this 8 ball here, and he's just going to draw this cue ball for the 9.
He actually, I mean, it's not bad, but
Left
he
himself
didn't
on
need.
the rail.
Yeah, he didn't need to draw that much. But I guess it's the nerves that's getting to both players. To be honest with you guys. And that makes the game 5-3. Paul Santos leading 2 games, guys.
All right, nice finish there from Paul Santos. It's going to give him a 2-game lead here in this 9-ball match, race to 15. All right, a little update on the votes. We got 61% going to Paul Santos and 39% going to Charles Granville here. If you guys haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and share the video with your friends for anybody who might be interested in watching this game here. So far, so good. Got a pretty entertaining match so far.
Try break from Paul Santos, leaving a shaft on the 1 ball for Charles. Possible 1 railer to go down on a 2 for the top left corner pocket. I think he didn't put enough spin for it to go back on the opposite side, landing on the wrong side of the 2 ball. But he decided to play safe. Is he gonna be? No. But
I think Paul should still be able to make this ball.
he could actually thin this out, I'm not gonna lie. But let's see if he's gonna be offensive with this one, because I don't think there's a reward if he try to pocket this. Yep.
All right, Paul is going to miss that 2 ball, giving Charles a shot here. See if he goes for the 3 ball in the side pocket, which he does. And he's going to overrun the cue ball quite a bit. It's going to have to force him to kick at this 3 ball. All right, good leave there from Charles. It's going to open up a 3-6 carom here.
He might even try to bank this to the side pocket using the 6 ball as a stopper. Oh no, he decided to play safe. Not a bad move. Not a bad move from Paul.
Charles can see a piece of this 3 ball though, so he should be able to return the safety here. Let's see
Now
how
he's
the
gonna
cue
go
ball
back to the
lands.
same. Managed to do so. Good shot from Charles Granville.
And Paul has a 1-rail kick shot here for this 3 ball. Could still make this ball. Just a matter of where the cue ball is going to end up. If it hits this 3 ball thin enough, he
He
can
could
end
actually
up safe here for this 3.
Yeah. But he could actually pocket this ball rail first.
All right, great shot there from Paul Santos. That's going to free up another safety opportunity here for Charles Granville. Let's see if he can try to get behind this 5 ball here.
He's gonna try to hold behind a 7, but he did manage to go behind a 4, hide the 3 ball. But he was trying to go put the cue ball behind a 7 ball on that shot, to be honest with you guys.
All right, needs to watch the scratch here.
And a miss.
Ends up missing the kick shot.
I think he rushed that shot though. Now let's see if Charles could benefit from that miss, that ball in hand that was given to him by Paul Santos from the previous shot.
It's no easy pocket for the 5 ball though, so he's gonna have to make some moves for that 5. Actually, he might have a perfect angle here to go 2 rails.
Yeah, that's true.
And shoot the 5 ball in the top left corner.
Ended up missing it.
All right. He decided to go for the bank. Ends up with a fortunate leave.
Yeah.
Looks like Paul is just going to go right past the 5 ball here for this kick shot. And let's see how the 4 ball ends up. Ends up right behind the 5, but an easy kick for Charles Granville here. You can't even get behind the 6 ball from here. A little too hard there. That's going to give Paul Santos an easy shot at this 4 ball. Can go 2 rails forward and try to get the 5 ball in the bottom right corner here. Let's see what Paul does from here.
Let's see, but he might bump the 8 ball by accident on this one.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, he decided to go
If he's gonna
top
go for
left.
that shot, then yeah.
Okay. Looks like there's a pocket now for the 4 ball in the top left corner.
4 ball should be able to get past that
Yeah.
8 ball, so pretty easy position here for Charles. Yeah, but he's gonna play safe
Yeah, he
instead.
decided to play safe, which is not a bad move.
Nice safety.
Wow, nice safety from Charles Granville there.
All right, these are the kicks that Paul usually misses. But he hit that one right in the money, and he's gonna leave it perfect here for Charles. It's gonna be a difficult shot here. It's even tough to play safe from this position, to be honest.
He might just try to put a distance between the cue ball and the 4 ball, letting the 4 ball bump the 6 ball and putting the cue ball on the opposite end. Like, oh nope, he went the other way. This might leave a shot for Paul Santos. Yeah,
All right,
actually,
Paul Santos is a perfect position here to get out. He just needs to go forward here, and just like so. Now he got a little too straight on this 5 ball though.
yeah.
It's gonna leave him a
Well,
tough shot to get to the 6 ball
it
from here.
is. I mean, he could stroke a draw. I've seen him done it before. It's just like, wow, he
Oh
actually
wow,
used
good
the
shot
7
there
ball.
using the
Yeah,
7 ball. Even made made the
making both
7 ball at
balls
the
too.
same
Like
time.
that's crazy.
Now he's perfect to get to the 8 ball from here. Just needs to watch the scratch. All right, needs to watch that 9 ball, and
He
he
landed
gets
perfectly.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Now he can just go 2 rails forward or 1 rail, depending on his preference.
That shot that he did, that draw shot, like it sounded like he
Oh.
actually.
He overran that cue ball quite a bit. That's gonna leave him a tough shot at this
Yeah.
9 ball here. Let's see if he can cinch this in for a 3-game lead. And he's gonna end up undercutting that ball,
Leaving an
leaving Charles
opportunity.
Granville
Yeah, to
an
catch
easy
up one
shot at this
game.
9 ball here. And he has a chance to reduce the lead to 1 game here. Let's see if he can pull it off. Well, nice finish there from Charles Granville.
Granville.
That's going to give Paul a 5-4 lead. There's a big shot there from Paul Santos. Had an opportunity to widen the gap
Yeah,
by 3 games.
that's true.
Instead, it got reduced to 1 game. So Charles Granville, he can easily come back and take the lead from here.
It actually sounded that somebody changed their tip into a hard tip, to be honest with you. The way he stroked that draw shot going back for the 6 ball. Sounds great, though. Dry break from Charles. Giving a shot on the 1 ball for Paul Santos. Let's see. There's a possibility of a run out on this one because it's not that complicated. You just need to go 1 rail for this. 1 rail to go down. 1 or 2 rail to go down for the 3 ball. Oh, jeez. Ooh. I might see him to put top spin on this to go 2 rails for the 4. Position is key on this one. He might land it up a tad bit straight to go back on the 5.
No, I think he has the right angle to get to the 5 ball from here. Now he needs to get a little bit straight for the 5 ball.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. That was the key right there. I mean, he could still go back on the opposite of the table for the six ball to the same, to shoot the six ball in the same pocket.
Yeah, he definitely got a little bit short. I mean, I actually think he can hold his cue ball also. And it just needs to roll this shot in and it should be perfect for the six. Oh,
Yeah,
nice shot
look at
there.
that. Nice
Ended
shot.
up using the 9 ball as a stopper. Now he has a perfect one rail shot here to get to the 7. For this shot, just needs to make sure it doesn't get straight.
Yeah, he got
And
the actual good, good.
it
You have a good
it
angle on
might
this
have been
one.
a little bit straight.
Is it? Oh, jeez. All
That's
right.
gonna force him to
I
draw this
mean,
ball out here, one rail.
from the looks of it, he's gonna try to draw this back. Yep.
All right, Paul gets perfect for the 9 ball here, and an opportunity to go up 2 games once more.
Oh,
Oh my
wow.
goodness! Wow, what a miss there from Paul Santos.
That's his
And
second
second
nine
9
ball.
ball miss there
Yeah.
from Paul Santos. Wow.
He should have been up at least 4 games by now.
Wow. 2 big shots in a row there from
Yeah.
Paul Santos ends up
That's
missing.
and
That
that
was,
hurts because he was running that table really well.
oh yeah, he could have been up 4 games right now.
Yeah. Now that brings up the game 5 games apiece. We have a very close game, guys. What is Paul doing, bro? DeMarco? Well, as you can see, it's the nerves getting to both players. I'm not even gonna, you know, it's the nerves in both. He rushed that last shot, but in the shot before that, he actually put accidental spin when he tried to cut that 9 ball into the same pocket where he tried to shot this 9 ball. All right, this one is gonna be a little bit more tough to run out. Maybe there's a possibility.
All right, rack
Earlier was a
number
joint
11
play.
on the way here. Starts off with another scratch from
Oh,
Charles Granville.
okay.
And it
Paul
looks like
Santos
Paul
called.
is going to go for this 1-9 combination here.
He called a 9 ball. Let's see if he's gonna get this one.
All right, not a bad attempt. Ends up giving Charles an easy shot at this 1 ball.
Seems like Paul Santos got that curse on that pocket on that same table, missing 2 9 balls. Actually, this is the third 9 ball that he missed. I mean, I'm not really gonna count the combination. Combinations are always hard. Charles Granville. Oh, very unlucky. Wow. He did a good shot though, avoiding all that cluster going back to the tree, but he ended up overshooting it. Now he's a little bit stuck behind the 5 ball. Put a little masse. Possible combination 3 to 7 for Paul Santos. But he played safe. Not a bad choice because holding the cue ball for the 3 ball, if the 3 ball got left behind in the same area, he would have landed on the other side of the 4 ball.
All right, good shot there from Charles. Good hit, but that's going to leave a wide open shot here for Paul Santos. Does the 4 ball go past the 7 here?
No, unfortunately not.
All right, so it looks like
Yeah, looks
Paul is
like
going to have to draw this back for the side pocket
yeah
for the
for the
4
side
ball.
pocket, he's gonna draw this back.
And Michael Gavin, yes, this is in NYC. It is
Oh wow,
located in
he
Flushing, Queens.
overdone it to draw.
Paul Santos is going to overdraw the 3 ball
So
right into the pocket. That's going to give Chuck ball in hand here.
why
with,
are they gonna try to? I don't know. I would have gone to the other side, to the opposite side pocket.
All right, not a bad lead for himself here.
Yeah, he did got lucky on that one.
Just needs to draw this back and go for the six ball in the side pocket.
It looks like he's gonna go forward the way
Looks
he's.
like he's gonna go forward though.
Yeah, he did the side pocket, but in the opposite.
All right, same
Not a bad.
idea.
Yeah.
All right, from here, he just needs to make sure he gets closer to the nine ball here.
Michael Gavin. Yes,
Oh
this is New York
wow!
City. New York City, Flushing, Main Street, and Flushing, Queens. Carom Cafe Billiards.
Charles is gonna miss that easy six ball on the side pocket. That's gonna give Paul another chance here to take the lead.
Yes, anyone is more than welcome here. But the way we handle things over here, you guys talk to the player that you wanted to play to. You guys make the arrangement and reach out to us, and we'll set up the matches over here in Caron Cafe.
Yeah, Michael. You can just message us on Facebook with your information, maybe Fargo wise, handicap wise, and we'll see if we can find you a game here in the live stream action match here. Now Paul Santos back to the game here. 3 balls left on the table. We just want to I just want to say congratulations to my dad here, making top 3 in the Genki Memorial. He's about to play Patrick Gutierrez once more. Lost the first set on the winner side to him,
Wow!
so let's see if he can get his get back there. And that match is
Congratulations!
gonna get to is to be to the finals.
Congratulations, Matt. Matt Regard, the sexy old man, strikes again.
Paul Santos
Wow!
is missing another easy shot to get to the win. Wow. Paul missing a lot of uncharacteristic shots today.
Let's see where it's gonna lead the cue ball.
Chuck still gave himself a pretty missable shot here.
And it looks like he's gonna go for the bottom left corner pocket. Now he's
Well,
thinking. Yep,
the
he
shot
called.
is definitely to go the other way.
Yeah, I would have gone safer that way, to be honest with you.
Well, depending on how he hits this 9 ball, he can still scratch in the side pocket here. Looks like he's going to end up missing here and giving Paul Santos an easy shot on this 9 ball. Let's see if he can
Let's see how it's gonna
capitalize on Charles's
hold
miss.
his term now. Paul Santos missed a few shots in the same pocket.
DeMarco Tran with the $10 gifted. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate the support. He says, "Let's go, Met, my hero." Hopefully, the sexy old man can take that Genki Memorial down. He's 2 matches away from being crowned champion, so everybody in the chat wish him some luck.
Oh, what? Did Marco Tran covering my entrance fee for the for the tournament later? Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I'm just breaking your chops. Oh, good.
The practice is started.
All right, rack number 12 on the way here with Paul Santos on the break. Makes the 1 ball on the side. But he has a tough shot on this 2 ball. Most likely going to see him play safe behind this 4 ball here. Let's see if he can execute. All right. Paul Santos ended up going the opposite way. That's going to open up an easy safety shot behind this 4 ball here. Charles
Mr.
Granville. And he
Nice save.
executes perfectly.
Yeah. when I stop playing like a little fish, you're gonna cover my entrance fee. Okay, I'll take you on that. Eric Kwan, you'll try the winner here. You're gonna be giving them like at least like a 10-4 raise.
All right. Might have under hit that cue ball for this three ball here. Might force him to play safe here on this three.
I would just do a reel first. I don't think he could see the ball. Oh, he was able to do so. And now he lists up a shot.
All right, Paul has a tough shot on this three ball. A lot of balls in the way to get to this four ball here.
Yeah.
But for me, I would just keep the same line, keep the same tangent line back and forth here for the four ball. No need to put any English, maybe a little bit of inside.
Ended up missing the ball.
He's gonna miss the three ball,
Yeah.
leaving Chuck another opportunity to play safe here.
That's not a bad idea from Charles because it doesn't. There's no reward if he pocketed try to send that three ball. He might land on the opposite side of the 5 and 8 and not
Pretty
be able
easy
to see the
kick
four
though
ball.
for Paul Santos. He's gonna leave it wide open for Charles Granville here.
But Paul Santos actually gave a little bit of a work for Charles to go back on the four ball over here. And yep. I was thinking the same thing. Now he's gonna go royal first for this one now. Try to kick on this four ball. Yep. If that goes in, that's a fluke. I'm not knocking Charles, but that would have been a complete fluke right there. That went in.
Another kick shot here for Paul Santos. Let's see how he hits it. Hits it pretty good. Almost makes it. Does end up with a good leave though. Let's see how Charles is going to attack this shot. Almost makes the four ball. And leaves it pretty good here for Paul Santos. I think you can just bank this four ball to the right side here and try to control the cue ball to get behind the 5-9. Let's see how the cue ball ends up. And
Oh, he left a shot for Charles.
not too bad. Definitely a makeable shot
Yeah.
though. Needs to make sure he doesn't get behind the 8 ball from here.
He might go forward with this one, bumping the 9 ball for the 7.
But I'm not right or they're supposed to do registration or what?
Ended up missing
Yeah.
the 5 ball. Pretty bad.
Oh, that's it? Yeah.
Alex, you wanted to play Eric Kwan 4 on 12?
How do you like that game, Eric?
Oh boy, we have a
Alex
challenge
wants
here
4
in the
on
chat
12
room.
from you.
Mr. Eric Kwan, you just got called out 4 and 12 from the Warrior.
All right, should use this 7 ball as a stopper here. Ends
But,
up getting a double
yeah,
kiss there.
double kiss.
That's gonna give Paul Santos an easy shot at this 5
Yeah.
ball. Not sure if I'm sure he has a little bit of an angle to go up one rail here.
Yeah, he does. He does. I think he's gonna go back. Yeah, he went back 2 rails.
Ends up using 2 rails there. little
I
little
would've
dangerous
gone
if you
forward
ask
myself,
me.
but I mean
But
that was a shot. Yeah.
He's 1 inch away from having a bad shot on the 7.
That's true.
All right, but he has a pretty natural angle here to get to the 8 ball for the side pocket. Let's see if he needs to make sure he doesn't get in between going to the corner and the side. So
Yeah.
looks like he got it just enough to get to the corner.
Yeah. He could just go forward or go back to the 9 2 rails. This should be a textbook like finish by now. Both players just need to stop rushing every time they take a shot. Oh boy. 2 games at Rags and you drilled me. Eric Kwan says let's go Alex. And like what I said,
All right, Paul Santos is gonna undercut the 8 ball. It's gonna
lucky he
give
didn't leave a good
Charles
shot.
a
Okay,
tough
so
shot here. Looks like he's gonna take a break here.
dapat yung pre.
Ayan, papuro sa'yo yan. Hindi na kayo.
I know that's what I almost said it on the mic too.
All right, folks. If you guys don't know already, we will be hosting our MVP Tour 5K added this weekend at Q Bar in Bayside. So if you guys have played at least 5 games in our MVP Tour, you qualify for the 5K. Unfortunately, if you do not have the minimum of 5 games, you will not be allowed to play. So
Oh
hopefully,
my
for
god.
everyone who's qualified,
So this
uh,
weekend we have the tournament. I think this is the last one before the main event in June, right?
oh, actually, yeah,
Yeah, because we
all
have
right,
the MVP tour at Caram this weekend.
yeah, we got one more stop before the 5K. I lied. It's going to be next weekend. The 5K added. For this weekend, it's going to be at Karam Cafe Billiards in Flushing, New York. Saturday is going to feature our lower bracket players, which is 565 Fargo and under, and Sunday is going to feature our higher bracket players, which are the 566 and over Fargo. So hope to see you guys there. While the players are on break, we got 10 likes in the video so far with 47 million viewers. So if you guys could please hit that like button, show your support to the channel. Appreciate you guys. All right, looks like Chuck is back on the table here. The tough 8 ball shot. Let's see if he can control this cue ball so he doesn't get too big of an angle for this 9 ball. Needs to make sure he doesn't put so much English that he'd scratch on the side here or the corner.
Looks like he's gonna try to send this out. No, he plays
Oh,
safe.
he actually ends up playing safe. And
Wow, he landed nicely.
I think
on
he
that
just
save.
barely got there.
Barely got there.
It's going to
Nice
give Paul
shot.
Santos a kick shot here.
He might possible to him
This
kick
might be a
and-
do or die
yeah.
shot for Paul Santos.
Wow.
And it looks like he's going to die. All right, 2 balls left on the table. That's right, gambling gamer. Appreciate the comment. He says that like should just be automatic.
I know, right?
I agree. Liking the video is free.
Like once you open up the video, it's supposed to be an automatic like. Come on, guys.
All right, that's gonna even up the score once more. It's a 6-6 game.
It's gonna be a race to 9.
Race to 9 at this point. Still going neck and neck.
All right, it's an even game right now. So anybody, any taker, anybody wants to place a bet, just shoot us on the DM or on the chat room. Just let us know. Or some action. Sorry. Let me rephrase that.
Gambling gamer said he said those are our boys there. Not quite sure who you are at this point, since so if you'd like to share that information in the chat, that way we know who you are and who you're rooting for. And a quick update on the votes. We got 65% going to Paul Santos and 35% going to Charles Granville here. Looks like Paul Santos is the clear favorite, but so far the scoreboard is not showing that he is
He's
the
gonna flip the
favorite.
1 ball, and he did.
Oh, gambling gamer is Alan, actually.
Oh, Alan Perlon.
Yes, sir. So
Oh, what's going on, my friend?
yeah, missed shot there from Charles Granville. It's gonna.
Yeah, he might call the 9 ball in the side pocket on this one. Yep, he just did.
He's gonna have to use the cue ball here,
Yeah, it will be a carom.
just to be safe.
And
Oh,
what a shot from
there
Paul
from
Santos.
Santos.
What a shot.
Perfectly executed shot there.
I got next.
We got Eric Kwan saying he got next here. If anybody's looking to get some action against Eric Kwan, he's around around 560 Fargo.
I can ask you to
Alright. All
All right, Alex Guerrero, the Warrior. You just got called out by Eric Kwan. He said he's going to give you 3 games on 12. He's sitting right next to me. He said, like, I'll wait for him.
480. No. Raise to 10, 3 games. I get 7, I get 10. You know what? I'll give you 3 games. Raise to
Alright.
20.
Solid break there from Paul
I'm
Santos.
I'm older than you, like 10 years. Yes. You're like 79. Oh, yeah?
All right, Paul Santos has a pretty easy kick here. Let's see if he goes for the kick or if he's going to push out.
It looks like he's going to try the 3 ball. No, he played safe.
Unfortunately, he got a bump on the 9 ball.
Yeah.
It's going to cause the 1 ball to leak out and give Charles Granville a shot here.
This is not an easy layout, though, but there's a...
I don't know. I think I would call the 9 ball here just in case. Look at that. I mean, he hits the 9. It's going to leave a bank shot here for Paul Santos. With a pretty natural angle to get to the 2 ball from here. Let's see what he does. So far, he's been playing a lot of safes, though, so he's most likely going to play safe here.
And a
He ended up
scratch.
going for it, but he ends up scratching.
All right, 2 to 14.
Now let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay. You know, Charles just needs to collect himself. I've seen Charles play before. He actually won a few MVP events, and right now it's just his nerve getting to him. Both players are. I'm not even gonna lie.
Pretty good safety there from Charles. Here's a 1 rail kick here. Looks like it's going to go long.
He
Ended up short, actually.
and I think we're gonna be seeing an attempt for a 3 foul from Charles.
There's not too many clusters, so it might be a little tough here to get a nice
That's true.
deadlock safety.
Yeah.
But Paul
Oh.
Santos is on 2, so
Oh, he's gonna try to go bump the cue ball and lock it behind the 5 ball. Which, to be honest, there's a very easy. Oh, see, there's gonna be a very easy leave.
all right. I mean, he can see this whole 1 ball, so just needs to make
Oh,
sure.
yep. Yeah, I was just gonna say I would have called the 9 ball on this one, and Paul Santos called the 9 ball on the top right corner pocket. Oh wow. Okay.
Should be able to get behind this 4 ball here.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Charles. I would go the opposite direction and call the 9 ball just to be safe.
Nah, I think it's gonna scratch here. Actually,
Is that a good shot?
The 6 ball was in the way. Nah, it was a good shot.
Oh, okay.
If anything, this might be the shot he's supposed to play safe at. As
There's no
even if he
reward.
makes this 1 ball,
Yeah.
there's no shot for the 2.
If he tries to draw this back, he's gonna have to jack up.
I actually like banking this ball towards the 9 ball and following the cue ball this way.
You know
behind the
what? That's
4.
actually not a bad idea. Yeah. Go 2 rail back, going to the
Kind of a 2-way shot.
yeah. Something's cooking in the chat room right now. So Alex Guerrero says 4 on 12. He got action. Eric Kwan responded 4 on 15. Come to Karen right now.
All right. Charles Granville has a pretty easy shot in this 1 ball, but he is shooting over the 5, so he might not be able to move the cue ball so much. Let's see what he's gonna do from here. Might just play safe from the 2 ball from here. Looks like he tried to go around 2 rails, but it's going to be difficult shooting over a ball. What he does, he might have opened up a carom for the 9 ball here.
I was just thinking the same exact thing. I would call
Definitely not easy
the 9
because
ball.
9 ball is pretty far away. Looks like Charles is not going to call it.
He did call it.
I did.
Okay.
All right, he ends up pretty good though.
Yeah.
leaving
Not a,
it behind this 5-7.
I might see it. Oh, he's gonna go. There's no two rail. I mean, there is a two rail, but a lot
I
of
like just
spin
going one rail here just to
to be on the
avoid the
safer
two
side.
ball from
Yeah,
going to the nine ball. All
and
right.
smart decision over there, knocking a 9 ball out of the way of the pocket.
I don't know if I would have went for that shot. I mean, he didn't really have a combination for the nine ball. All right, but Charles Granville is gonna have an open table here. Uh,
Yeah, was that tough shot?
I don't think he got there.
Yeah,
Wanted to be a little bit harder there.
yeah, he should have put a little bit more.
I think he can still see this four, but he's gonna kick at this.
Yeah, he should have put a little bit more speed on that last shot that he just did.
He's gonna give Paul an easy shot on this four ball and an opportunity to go up 2 games once more. Let's see if he can capitalize here. All right, we're at 15 likes so far. If you guys can get 5 more by the end of this video, that would be amazing. A good shot there from Paul Santos. It's going to leave him tough for the 5 to get to the 6. And let's see how the cue ball lands. Almost ends up safe, but that's going to give Charles a bank shot here for this 5 ball.
Oh shit! Scared the shit out of me. Fine, 10 ball. 4-1-12, you got it. 10 ball.
9 ball.
No, 9 ball. Don't play money game for 9 ball.
Oh, that's what I do.
I do 10 ball. Fine, then play 8 ball.
Wow, look at this shot from Paul Santos. Almost makes the 5 ball in, but it's going to hang by the pocket and giving Charles Granville another chance here to win this game.
There's a possible break from the 5 ball going to the 6 on this one, but
Yeah, he can go 3 rails forward here to get to the 6.
And he just attempted to do
And
so.
looks like he's going to overhit this ball,
He
though.
did overhit it. Ugh, now he's gonna have a kick shot from the back of the 6 ball. Might leave him. Might, get him to leave a shot for Paul Santos.
I'm not sure if he called any pockets for the 9 ball.
Nah, he didn't. He's gonna try to kick this. Oh, he did call.
So it
Top
looks like he
corner?
is going to call it.
Yeah.
Nice hit there from Charles. Let's see how
Let's see.
it lands.
And he ended up being safe. Wow.
Ends up pretty safe
Yeah.
there behind the 7.
Not a bad attempt from Charles Granville.
I think he can see a piece.
But
Bad shot there from
Okay.
Paul. It's going to open up the bottom right corner here for Chuck. And he's going to undercut it.
yeah, he undercut it a little bit.
Why do you need it? It's inside
I gotta fix the car, man. You buy wrong, man. I never find the car like that, man.
I couldn't. The guy was in the middle. Nice shot there from Paul Santos. Leaving no shot for Chuck here. Let's see what he does from here. All right, he ends up going for the bank shot. And I think he ends up pretty safe.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he could hit the ball directly, but there's no pocket to it.
Can he Can he curve this
Yeah.
6 ball in or no?
He can. He can. Oh
Oh, he
yeah.
could make
He
it.
can.
Wow.
He didn't even curl it as much as I expected him to be.
All right, yeah, underhit that ball though. That's gonna give him a tough shot on the 7. He's looking at it at the corner, which definitely the tougher shot.
If he managed to cut this to the top left corner pocket, he had the perfect position to go back on the 9 for the side pocket.
Big
Let's
shot here for
see.
Paul, and he's
He
gonna
over
undercut that. He's gonna overcut it. I mean,
over yeah, he overcut it.
he's gonna give Chuck another opportunity here to tie the ball game.
Let's
Let's
see
see
if
if he
Chuck
can.
could close this one out.
Definitely not the easiest.
Yeah.
He can scratch here on the top right corner if he doesn't use enough English, or he can scratch on the left side pocket if he puts too much English that way. But yeah,
Landed perfectly for the bottom right corner
it's a
pocket.
pretty good. Got a straight in shot on this 9 ball. Let's see if he can make this one.
And cinch it in.
All right, good shot there from Charles. That's gonna even up the score once more. Score is 7-7.
Now it's gonna be
Still
a
neck
race
and
to
neck
7,
matchup here.
guys. Race to 7. Pretty close match.
All right, it's an even race to 8 here at this point.
My bad, it's 8. Race to 8, my math.
Both players still haven't found their groove just yet. If anybody's 650 and under, by the way, I'm looking for some action as well. Haven't had one in a while, so if anybody's interested in playing me, Darwin, I'm a 618 Fargo. If anybody's interested in playing me, let me know in the chat. Rack number 15 is going to start off. Not a scratch from Charles, but the cue ball does leave the table. So that's going to give Paul Santos ball in hand here at the 1 ball. With a pretty open table here. In normal circumstances, Paul Santos should be out here. Let's see how the nerves is going to kick in on this rack. All right, good shot there from Paul. Now he has a 1 or 2 rail shot here to get to the 4 ball.
Yeah, I think Paul could run this table out by now. Just don't. Yeah. Yeah. You got an angle to go
Good
back
shot
out.
there. Natural angle to get to the 5 ball. I like going 2 rails here. But it looks like he's going to go under the 8 ball. Not a bad shot, but that's going to force him to shoot over that 8 ball.
At least he doesn't have to do anything else crazy, but to just
Yeah, just needs to
go
make the ball and
forward.
make sure he
Yeah.
doesn't end up straight here.
Yeah, but natural angle to go back. Yeah, that's the key there
Yeah,
right there.
such a big set though. You know, you want to make sure nothing is going to be in your way for any of your shots. That's why I didn't like that shot too much, but
I agree.
it should be okay. All right, nice shot. Now he can just go 1 rail back and forth here for the 8 ball. I like being on the left side of this 8 ball here.
And he ended up
Wow, that's a
not putting enough English in that one.
bad position here
Yeah.
from Paul Santos. That's going to force him to play the 8-9 combo. Definitely the toughest shot he could possibly get on that rack.
He's gonna go on the offensive. Yeah.
And that might cost him the game. He's going to give the shot to Charles Granville here. Definitely not an easy shot, though. Let's see which pocket he decides to go for. I like going to the right here. Honestly, a safety might be a little safer here.
Yeah, I agree. As a matter of fact, Paul should have done a safety earlier instead of calling the combination.
All right. He
Oh,
does
wow.
try the safe, but he's going to end up
Landed up.
leaving it right by
Yeah.
the side pocket here for Paul Santos. That's
Wait.
going to be way too
Yeah.
much. All right. Paul Santos likes giving himself a tough shots here.
Oh my God. It's the
And
same pocket too that he missed the 9 balls earlier.
I mean, the previous 9 balls that he
Yeah.
missed was way easier than this one. But Paul is the type to make this shot. Oh, he's going to
And
overhit it.
that's the fourth time he missed the 9 ball in the same pocket. He can't get comfortable.
That's going to leave Chuck an easy shot on this 9 ball here. Let's see if he can capitalize. And he does. This is going to be the second lead change here of the set.
Yeah.
Charles Granville up 1 game. 8-7. All right, folks, if you haven't already, please hit that like button. We're at 16 likes so far. We're trying to get just to 20. 4 likes more. I'd appreciate all your support. Liking the video is free, guys. We'd appreciate everybody's support. Please and thank you. Right, rack number 16 is on the way. And hello, Anastasis. How are you? All right, good break there from Charles Granville, making a ball in the break. But he has no shot on this 1 ball. Might be forced to push out here or kick at this 1 ball. Most likely going to see a push.
Yeah, he called for a push. How many viewers we have so far, Darwin?
We have 48 million viewers so far.
Hey, shout out to you guys. Say hello to us on the chat.
Beautiful safety shot there from Paul Santos. Great control. It's going to leave a tough kick shot here for Charles Granville. A 2 ball is in the way, so needs to make sure he catches the second rail. And ends up hitting the 2 ball on the way out. That's going to give Paul Santos
Oh wow, yeah, a
pretty
1-9
makeable
combination.
1-9 combo here.
Yeah. I mean, I would have done the same thing because honestly, the cluster 3-4 ball is going to be in the way if you try to run this out. I would have attempted the same exact thing.
Yeah, there's really no risk on taking the shot
Mm-hmm.
unless he hangs the 9 ball.
Yep.
But Paul Santos is going to cinch that combination right in. That's going to tie the game up once more. 8-8.
What a match, though. Head to head, toe to toe. This two.
Both players trading blows here. 8-8. Now it's an even race to 7 from here on out. Still waiting for a player to gain some momentum.
I have a feeling when both players scores 10 each, that's when they're gonna have that momentum. They're trying to conserve. It's a race to 15. It's a long race.
That could be the case, but any chance
Yeah, that's
you
true.
can get to grab the momentum, you should take it. Because you never know when it might turn from your favor. All right, good break there from Paul Santos. Has a shot at the 1 if he chooses to bank the shot. Paul Santos is going to choose to play safe. I think he ends up behind the 3 ball. But Charles should be able to see a piece of this 1 ball. Just enough to play safety. Maybe behind the 4. Going 2 rails forward. Oh, he could actually make it. Ended up going for it and missing it. Now Paul has a pretty makeable shot on this 1 ball.
Yeah, he called a 9 ball. I was looking at it too.
Yeah, there's no way the 9 ball is going to go in from
Yeah.
here.
I mean, yeah, there's a
He's going to have to
possibility.
hit that 1 ball really thin.
Ended up missing both balls. Nice try though.
Not a bad try from Paul. All right, Charles is going to overrun that cue ball quite a bit. And he leaves himself a long shot on this 2 ball. Tough shot here, but all he has to do is make and stop this ball. Just like so. Now he has 2 or 3 rails here and back and forth.
Not bad.
Nice shot there from Charles.
There you go. 1 rail into the middle of the table. 46.
Oh, he doesn't want to be by the rail here on this shot.
Yeah, I did not like that shot.
Still a makeable shot though. Kanai just has to go 1 rail forward here. Try to get back to where the 6 is. And he's going to overrun the cue ball once more. Leaving himself a really long shot at the 7 ball this time.
Wow.
Oh. Moved the 9
Yeah,
ball there.
he moved the 9
That's
ball.
definitely
Yeah,
a
I saw
foul.
that too. He was an honest player though. He said it himself that he did move the 9 ball. Wow. Yeah, it's a ball in hand for Paul Santos.
All right, Paul should have an easy out here. Just literally needs to stop the ball and make the 9.
Whew. I don't know why, but from my angle, that looks like it was gonna bobble.
All right, good finish there from Paul Santos, giving him back the lead, 9-8. Very unfortunate. Charles ended up fouling there.
Fouling on the 9
Shot
ball.
that 7 ball really good.
Kudos to him though. He was very honest. He called it on himself because I don't think even Paul noticed it. I saw it, but he did call a foul on himself.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to to cheat on the live stream.
That's true.
But all our players are all honest for the most part, you know. So it's always going to be a bad apple here and there, but for the most part, all our players are honest and definitely gentlemen. Wow, another scratch from Charles Granville. He's finding that pocket, finding that hole a lot for the cue ball here on this set.
That was a crazy angle to scratch on a side pocket.
Yeah, it happens more often than you think. All right, pretty open table. I just see the 6-8 cluster here that would cause him any type of issue. I think I like just going for the 2-9 here and play safe at the same time behind the 3. But let's see what Paul Santos is gonna do from here.
Not bad. He could go 1 rail going back for the 4. Well, how is he gonna deal with? Oh, I didn't even see the five ball. But that 6 and 8 clutter right there is gonna be the problem. Okay, he could
Nice
just draw
shot
this
there from
back.
Paul, but I'm not quite sure what his plan is to free up that 6 ball yet.
Yeah, that's the problem right there. DeMarco Tran, I'm running low on energy. Send me the Red Bull.
All right, pretty simple combination here, 5 to 7. And Paul Santos is gonna miss. Might be thinking about that 6 ball a little too much. It's gonna give Chuck the opportunity here to make the 5-7 combination. From here, all I really see is playing safe on the 6 ball. All right. I mean, Chuck did give himself enough angle here to break up that 8-6 cluster if he goes real
Yeah.
first. Let's see what he's gonna try here. Wow, he
Yeah.
just ended up power drawing it.
Looks like he's gonna try to do a safety over here, leaving the cue ball behind the 8 ball and having the 6 ball go back down 3 rails.
I actually think he has a perfect angle to bank this ball. Oh, ends up short there. That's gonna give Paul Santos another chance here at this table. He has a pretty good angle to get to the 8.
Oh, wow.
Paul is gonna rush the 6, giving Chuck another chance here.
Another chance from Charles. He's gonna go try. No.
Uh-oh, watch the
Wow.
scratch.
Wow.
Wow. Charles once
I
more
was-
finds a pocket for that
I,
cue
I
ball.
wasn't sure what he was trying to do on that shot, to be honest with you. I mean, he could have tried to pocket it, go back 1 rail for the 8, same pocket.
Even raise to 50.
Is he gonna try?
I don't
I
like
he
Paul's
gonna try?
choice here.
think he's gonna try to play safe.
Nah, no way.
Oh no, he's gonna try the 8 ball on the side pocket. I see what he's trying to do now. Yep, but now
Good
he's gonna-
chance, but
he's gonna end up putting the cue ball on the lower end of the table, away from the 9 ball.
You moving or breathing is enough. That's all I needed.
Yeah, he had the perfect angle to go 1 rail and back. He just don't want to take the chance. So he'd rather go for a longer position than the 9.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that choice.
Yeah, me too. I would have done 1 rail.
All right, now he has a chance to scratch here on the bottom right corner. Let's see how he shoots the shot. And he's
Ended up
gonna
undercutting.
overcut that once more.
And
Paul Santos is missing a lot of 9 balls this set.
this is like the 5th one now, or the 6th. Yeah.
I lost count at this point. It's gonna give Chuck another opportunity to tie the ball game here, and he does. That's gonna make the score 9-9. Even race to 6 at this
Oh,
point, guys.
boy. Yeah, and we're getting closer and closer to the 15
Both
mark.
players refusing refusing to win.
That's true. That's what it looks like to me too. They're trying to give us, like,
Gotta invest in
Hmm?
this. Gotta invest in it.
I know, right?
Yeah, but those are for like with actual cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
But you gotta find something that like so that way something you guys can hear each other through the. But that's the best part about them. It's like all the conversation that's happening. Otherwise, this is fine. But that's what's really helpful with this.
No, I know.
Maybe you set wireless or some shit like this.
All right. Another break from Charles Granville. Even matchup 9-9.
It's almost done. It's alright. It's almost done.
I felt bad, so I kept him company today.
Right, dry break here on rack number 19 from Charles Granville. And Paul has a pretty makeable shot on this one ball. Perfect angle to get to the two. He's
Nice shot. Yeah,
little,
actually.
little fortunate he hit that fire ball. Actually made the layout a lot better for him.
You gotta get somebody a designated 9-ball.
I told you 4 on 12, 10 ball. No.
He goes.
All right, nice shot there from Paul.
I
Ends
mean-
up pretty good on the 4 ball.
He made a clutter though between the 5 and the 9. So now, well, I think there's a pocket for the 5 on the top right corner pocket. We'll see what he's gonna try to do. I will try
I
to
like
shoot
the side
this.
pocket here.
I was thinking the same thing. Side pocket, natural angle to go to the 5.
Really just needs to roll this in.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, he's gonna choose to play it in the corner. Ends up missing.
All right, you're gonna be seeing Charles again back on the same rack.
We'll see if Chuck goes for this cut shot.
Yeah, he just played safe. Not a bad choice.
Hit that a little bit soft. That's not gonna get to the 7.
Third of the set. Third of the set, 3 cushion would be equivalent to like less than. Because the race can't be that high. Race is very good. So it would have to be.
Wow.
5 over.
Ended up a lucky save from Charles Granville. Paul Santos calling a 9-ball on the top. Ending up with a lucky save. I don't think Charles could see the ball directly, but if he can, this is a possibility
He
that
might
he
need
might
to
be
go
able
2
to.
rails here.
Yeah.
If he hits it good enough, he can get behind that 5-9 cluster. But he's gonna end up scratching.
Wow. Now, is there a possible carom on the 5 and 9, you think?
Nah, I just go for the out here. It's simple enough to go for the run out.
Oh, there is a pad. Okay. Because from where I'm sitting.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, boy.
Bad
He
shot
gave
there
himself a
from Paul
work. Yeah.
Santos. I might force him to make a jump shot here.
He's gonna call the 9 ball, so now he's calling for the referee. All right, let's see. Thank you. I've been waiting for this radio. I want the orange one. I want the orange one.
What a shot there from Paul Santos. Hits that perfectly.
What a shot! I don't got Unilock, no?
How much is this?
Retail is like I think like 1800.
1800 with 4 shots?
Nice
All right.
shot.
Players are going to go on another break here. Score is 10-9.
All right, stay tuned, guys. It's a pretty close match.
Regal shot.
What about if
All right, folks. Both players are back now.
Oh, nice.
Rack number 20 is on the
Is
way.
it the same link that we were watching on?
Paul Santos on the break.
Put it somewhere where I can see it too, bro. It was 4-3.
That's
It's already over.
Real already won.
Well, they've been updated. Just go in the comments and say, guys, update the score. Well, like this. And in the comments, say, what's the score? Yeah, all right. We're back. Paul Santos is breaking. He's up 10-9. So it's been kind of even match so far.
Oh, yeah. It's been going back and forth. Biggest lead so far has been 2 from Paul Santos. But every time he gets a lead, he seems to give games away to Charles. So
Yeah, I think he's one of the best ones doing that. Giving the games away. But they put it on TV right now. That's the score. That's the score. Okay.
all right, Charles is gonna have a shot here on this 2 ball.
Okay. I mean, being on the rail makes it a little bit tougher, like to get any position on the 3 ball.
Yeah, I
But he
think
just really just gotta
just
go
needs to
forward
make
with
this
it a
ball,
little bit,
yeah.
just make the ball. But being on the rail for the lower bracket players is not an easiest shot.
He's gonna end up okay here though for
Yeah.
Paul Santos. Most likely gonna see a safe behind the 7 ball here. All right, not a bad attempt.
Not bad at all. But it gives him kind of chance at a combo or go past the 6 ball, no?
I like going 2 rail safe here. The opposite way. That 4-8 could have been an easy blocker for the 2 ball.
Exactly.
But now it's gonna open up safety here behind the 7 for Paul Santos.
If he hits it right.
Oh,
Oh
he
my
ended
God,
up going
he-
for it. What a shot!
Cut it right in.
Yep. Now he can go 2 rails here. Try to
Little
position.
draw with the right English, you can go off and you got a 4-8 combo there, so you can. Oh, he did good. So he has a good chance of taking this rack, going up by 2.
Yeah, he needs
Only
to make
thing-
sure he doesn't overhit this 4 ball.
Exactly. He doesn't want to land. Oh, he landed perfect, pretty much, and the angle to draw back a little bit, and he's good.
Though. Yeah, slight draw should be
Slight
the
draw,
right shot
yeah,
here.
it should be. That's it.
Wow.
But you got to make the ball.
Nah, he tried to go a little deeper.
Yeah.
Try to cheat the pocket. Ends up short.
Granville could go 2 rails here.
Yeah, or I mean, you can easily just use inside English also.
Not that way. You got to put a little bit more.
Yeah, need more English there.
Yeah.
You want to aim
More
to go
more- a
3
little bit,
rails, 3,
exactly.
4 rails.
Yeah, a little bit stun with English rather than follow with no English. Is he gonna play safe?
That's gonna be too hard. It might open up the side pocket.
No. Yeah.
Not
I don't think he can really see it. So
yeah, it's
maybe he
not a
can.
bad
The way
lead.
he got up fast, that means he can see it.
I don't think. I don't know if he should go for this shot. Honestly, might be
If
a tough
he-
shot.
If he hits front of the 7, he might scratch the cue ball too, right? Unless he draws.
I actually
He's
prefer
going
to
for a
play
little
safe
draw,
here.
yeah. Wow, what an attempt.
Nice attempt for sure, but At least he left Charles Granville a tough shot here against the rail,
Mm-hmm.
but he really just has to make this ball.
That's it, because those other balls are literally front of the pocket.
Yep.
But he missed it by a mile and a half.
Yeah, he overcut that, but looks like he's
But
gonna
he
get
got lucky.
fortunate here. Wow.
really, really lucky. They say sometimes you got to be luckier than good.
Yep.
So this is one
It's,
of those.
he can go behind this 9 ball here, 2 rails. Looks like
Not
he used too
scratch.
much English.
Not scratch, not
He's,
behind. Holy smoke.
he's gonna end up scratching here.
Again, that's what we're talking about. He's really good at giving the games away right at the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't be proud to be to have that be a part of your game, you know.
I think he's probably the best I've seen on stream.
Uh-oh. Looks like Charles might give it right back here.
Charles doesn't want it. He's like, I don't take charity.
That's gonna leave a 2-ball run out here for Paul Santos. And
Can he do it?
I would hope so. He's choosing the wrong shot though, but
Always.
should be good enough.
Wow. Let's see if he can make that 9 ball.
A
Lot of pressure.
There should be no problem here for Paul.
You think so? I feel like he's gonna. That's finally hit it with authority. That's
Yeah.
what he needed to do earlier. I think that's the reason he's been missing those.
Yeah, he's just been rushing a lot of his shots, so
But
he ends up
really,
jumping right before he shoots, you know. So that could cause you a lot.
He plays with a lot of English on the wall, so when you slow rolling with that much English, that throws the ball off the line.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
he hit the ball with authority, so it had no chance of going anywhere. So you got to hit that medium speed. So he just kind of like at the 9 ball, he keeps like taking a really slow roll shot, and he just rolls the ball off the line. So Matt yesterday on Hill, he snookered himself. You saw that? Your dad?
Against
on
who?
Against Patrick.
Oh really?
Hill, he pocketed the 8 ball and he snookered himself.
Oh wow.
So
It's probably the worst way to lose,
yeah.
other than making the 9 and scratch on the hill, you know.
I really want to see that match.
We're gonna see a push out here from Paul Santos.
Yeah.
Charles is gonna give it right back.
So the race right now is 11-9. Paul Santos up
Paul needs 4.
Mhm.
Charles needs 6.
6 games. Yeah. And
We're gonna see a pretty good safety shot here from Paul.
let's see what Charles comes up with.
I'd say this is a pretty easy kick.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he could see it. Or not.
He thought he could, but he. Would he play combo 9?
Yeah,
Is
it
it
looks like
tempted?
looks like he's gonna go for it.
Yeah. 9 being on the rail, you got to hit it perfect, actually. A little bit off is going to miss. And he
Wow.
did right.
Hit that
He hit
perfect.
that ball perfect.
Right on the money from
Yep.
Paul Santos. That's gonna put him up 3 games. He's gonna be the biggest lead of the set so far.
Yeah.
Paul
so
Santos being up 3 games. 12-9. Now he just needs 3 more games to win the set here. Let's see if Charles is going to make a comeback, or will Paul Santos finish him off?
So whose decision was it to play on this table, not the?
I think both players agreed to playing out here. So,
Okay.
but I know for sure Paul Santos didn't want to play in the diamond table. So
Yeah, because I asked him last time, and he's like he doesn't want to play there. He want to play here.
Yeah, this is more comfortable on these tables here. But if you ask me, I think it really shouldn't matter where you play, which table you play. You know, you just got to play your game. But we got a dry
What
break from Paul Santos.
what happens on the tighter pocket tables once you miss the 9 ball once or twice, then it's in the back of your mind.
Oh yeah, it definitely
Soon-
adds a little pressure when you're
And
the
soon
next
as
time
you
you shoot one. You know.
as soon as you have a little distance on the shot, then it's like you're really tight.
Right.
So, and what you're saying is like once you if you're playing your game, then it's no issue. But once you start,
Yeah,
really-
it's when the nerves kick in. You know, that's when the game gets interesting.
right.
But we got a bad push out from Charles, giving
And
I was gonna say an easy shot to Paul, but ends up missing it.
easy miss, huh? See what Chuck comes up with.
All right, pretty open table from here. It's just a 6 ball might pose him a little bit of a problem, but the 6 ball goes in that corner, so
I was kind of worried because he's a lefty and shooting right hand with the bridge. And
is he lefty? Oh, he is lefty. You're right. Yeah, I didn't even notice.
So I was kind of worried what the hell, he might just miss it altogether.
All right, looks like we got a nice shot there on the 2 ball. Ends up pretty decent for the 3.
I'm not sure if it's pretty decent. A little bit too much angle.
He just needs to make this ball.
Yeah. Cachudo.
Looks like he got the perfect angle to get to the 6 ball from
Exactly.
here. Just needs
Can't
to
roll too much though, then the 8 is gonna block that. Unless he does what he did right there,
I think he tried to break it up.
break it up, and he
but he-
actually made a mess of it.
He didn't really need to though.
Yeah.
But this might be an easy. Might be a dead bank / safe here
I
as long
think
as he
he's trying
stops
to
the
play
ball.
it safe. I think he's trying to play safe.
And that's
Don't know if it works.
cue ball is gonna get away from here.
And actually, Paul has like perfect natural angle. Just got to make this ball.
I don't know. There might be a scratch here
Nah,
if he does go for it.
I don't think it's a scratch. I think it's like perfect.
I think it's
two-wheel.
gonna be close.
I really don't think so, but you got more experience than I do. This is where I thought it was hitting like by the first diamond,
It's gonna be
So-
close.
and it would land perfectly for it.
All right, Charles has a three rail position here.
Chuck has been choking, so let's see if we can pull through right here and make this game a little bit closer. 'Cause that's what we want to see, like a close match.
Yeah, I mean, now is the time to get away from your opponent, though.
Yeah,
So let's see.
it would be even more fun if it becomes hell.
All right,
The
Chuck has.
last few stream matches you had, they went hell.
Oh yeah, there's been nights where all of our matches that night, went hill, and those are the entertaining
best ones.
matches to watch.
The best ones, yeah. And I was watching a couple of them, so it was really.
Not a bad idea there from Charles.
But leaving the wall, I think, is a sellout.
Yeah, I think he should be able to go real first here.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what I'm saying. That's what you would want to go anyway. So this gives him a.
And this one, he just needs to make sure he doesn't shorten the angle so much that he scratches on the side pocket here.
Just a little bit of English, not too much English.
All right, looks like he's gonna underhit it.
Yeah.
He's gonna give himself a tough shot on this 9 ball.
As long as he hits a pocket speed, he'll make it. Only shots that I see him missing is like when he's like really tries to slow roll it with a lot of English.
Right.
So. See the pocket speed, he won't miss.
All right, nice shot there from Paul Santos. That's
Yeah.
gonna put him up 4 games here.
And 2 games
And-
to go.
2 games closer to taking this W. Let's see if he can finish it off, or is he gonna give Charles Granville some life to get back on the set?
Charles Granville has nobody but himself to blame because he had like easy chance right there to
Oh yeah, Paul has been giving him plenty of
plenty
chances
of chances.
on the
Each
table.
rack, yeah, each rack he has a chance. Somehow he finds a way to give it back.
Yeah, rack number 23 on the way. Paul Santos on the break. He ends up dry.
Is Chuck gonna push out or he's gonna try to hit that one ball? Play safe. He's gonna kick it from behind or you can see it.
I think he can see this ball.
All right. The idea is good if you can get him. Yeah, good shot.
Good shot. There's a one rail kick here for Paul Santos. Should be able to get it behind that. Was it the 893 cluster there?
Yeah.
Let's see how he hits it, or if he hits it at all.
This is one of those angles I have the hardest time with. I even asked your dad last time to whenever I'm snookered like this, I can't really judge where I gotta hit that ball.
Yeah, for me, the one rail kicks are the toughest.
Yeah.
You know, like 2 rails and 3 rails, I can handle no problem.
Yeah.
Just one rail kicks, you just really have to be a lot
Precise.
more accurate. Yeah.
A lot more precise, yeah. And the thing is, like, if he misses here, Chuck would have like a bunch of balls to re-save him again. So he just decided to hit the 4 ball to give him ball in hand. Wow. Let's see what Chuck comes up with here.
Looks like he's gonna try to go for the 3 foul here. But I think he can make this one ball. No.
He can, but he has 1 foul, so he's trying to get him on 2 fouls.
It'll be tough to get him on 3 just from the 1 ball.
Yeah, from the 1 ball. Is he going for the 9 ball?
Looks
He's
like it.
calling the 9, yeah. He just called 9.
Good 2-way shot.
Yeah. Wow, what a attempt. And a good save.
Yep, 2-way shot.
Yeah.
I think.
Chuck is trying to fight back.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's gonna want to show some heart, especially when you're down on a set. You know.
Yeah. I haven't been seeing much of Chuck lately. I don't know if he's been playing a lot or not. Remember, he used
Fargo's actually been going down. So.
Yeah, because he used to be pretty much all the weekend tournaments.
Oh yeah, and he used to be a good favorite too.
Yeah. Because he's a grinder.
Yep.
You know, he keeps grinding, keeps playing saves, keeps playing
Yeah,
saves.
he plays the game the right way. So
Yeah.
as long as you do that, you're gonna have chances to win.
That's why I was always trying to get him in Calcutta, because he's one of my favorite horses.
All right, good attempt there from Paul Santos. Ends up short. That's gonna put him on 2.
I would try to pocket the 1 and try to be in somewhere where from the 2, try to play safe with. From there, from 1, is it a place to play a safe?
Well,
I don't
from
see
here,
it.
no, I don't see it. But I mean, I think the table is pretty open enough.
I don't know.
It's just the 3 ball that I'm worried about.
That's what I'm worried about. I say if it's open from that side, then
But
there's a chance for run out.
I think I mean, from here, I think he can make this 3 ball here.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah, looks like he doesn't. Looks like he can make it. That's why I chose to try to position for the side.
3-6.
He kind of has to from here. I would
Skim
see if
and
he
try to
can.
go behind 6 or something. Don't have too much cover on this side. Don't have too much cover on this side.
I think he's better off trying to go behind the 4 from here.
Yeah.
Go 3 rails. Got the. Looks like he didn't put enough
Nope.
English.
Yep.
That's gonna give Paul Santos a long shot at this 3 ball.
And if he makes it, he could run this table out.
It's gonna be a lot of traffic though.
Not really. See, he's coming right.
see?
He ran into the 6 ball. I thought if he runs the C from this other, you can see the 4 ball right there.
Yeah, a lot of traffic to get to that 4 ball.
You said it right before it.
All right, nice hit though.
Very nice hit.
Kind
Might
of
have
hit it
saved
really
him.
perfect actually.
It might have saved him.
Another
Yeah.
lost game, yeah.
Yeah. But being on the rail, I find the shot to be like really easy.
Oh,
Chuck
yeah,
just has
for
to
sure.
make it, and he has a 5 is literally the same position on the other side.
Yeah. He's gonna overcut it.
Really overcut it. Did he get lucky?
I don't think so. I think Paul should be able to make this 4 ball no problem. Needs to
Let's see where he lands. That's the main thing.
he
See,
went.
I was afraid the way he's spinning it, he's gonna land on the wrong side.
He ended up going rail first actually. A pretty easy layout here for Chuck. Let's see if he can capitalize on
If
Paul's
he can
miss.
hold his nerves, I think Chuck is kind of. I see him like really red. Looks like he's under a lot of stress. He's like so unsure. Does he want to draw or follow?
Yeah.
He took the warm-ups as a follow shot, and then last 2 strokes he went for a draw. So he's like,
Yeah, if you're gonna change your mind mid shot, you want to make sure you get it back up and
Exactly.
realign and
and
then
he didn't do
readjust.
that. He took his warm-up when he went down. His mindset was the follow. Paul is trying to do everything he can to give him the game, but Chuck is a nicer guy. He gives it back to him.
Yeah.
I think they have some kind of really good friendship. Can he finish this?
Got a little
I'm
straight on the 6 ball
I'm
though.
not really happy with the angle that he landed on that.
Might have to settle for the long shot at the 7 here on the top right corner.
But knowing Chuck, he's gonna chuck it up. He's gonna slam it.
Well,
He actually got really.
got really good at the 7 ball though.
Just
Just-
gotta draw back a little bit, really. I think he did
Nice
perfect
shot
right there, and it's perfect angle too.
Yeah.
Just gotta pocket that ball. And this is the kind of Chuck we expected, you know.
Yeah, I mean Chuck can definitely run some balls,
Yeah.
I wouldn't let that Fargo fool you.
Yeah.
And just as we say that, he's gonna bobble the 9 ball. That's gonna give Paul Santos another chance here. Maybe he can get to the hill first from here.
With these big pockets, is really gotta.
Yeah, you have a lot of cushion
Exactly.
for. You don't have to hit it too perfect in these
Exactly.
these pockets.
Yeah, a little bit off, you still make it. But
Alright,
he hit
but
it. He hit it good. He
It's
hit it
that dead
perfect.
on there. That's
He's on
gonna
hill.
put him on the hill first. 14-9 here, folks. We're getting to the end game here.
Chuck just keep on handing it back to him.
Yeah, I mean, Paul has been giving him plenty of chances to come back. Just hasn't been taking advantage.
Yeah. Paul has a really good break right here. The chance to run it out. And is the run out layout right here.
We haven't seen a break and run this whole set, so
This could
it'd
be
be a
it.
good time to run out, for
Yeah.
the win.
I'm telling you, this is the best layout I've seen off the break.
Oh yeah. All right, I like moving this cue ball all the way up table.
Yeah, that's good.
Not too bad,
Mm.
but I think now he has to go
Follow
two
with a
rails forward here to get to the side
little
pocket.
inside English. Yeah.
Yep. All right, nice shot.
That's
Now
it.
he just has a stop shot here,
Yeah.
or just roll the ball is okay too. He wants to avoid that 8 ball so he doesn't have to shoot over it. Oh, he's gonna miss. Wow.
Wow. And look at that. The shot he had on the floor. This
It
was
would
a
have
run
been
out table.
it would have
right
been perfect. That was it. Wow. That was an easy shot missed there from Paul.
here. Can
And
Chuck
Chuck
take advantage of this? It doesn't look like.
looks like he's gonna give it right back here. I don't think he can make this 4 ball. Maybe he can. I'm not sure.
Nah, I don't think so.
Nope.
I mean, Paul got to go for this shot. If he makes it,
Oh yeah.
he's gonna
Nah,
land.
he likes these types of shots too.
Yeah.
So
And actually, like little right English, you miss the side pocket, come down, go around.
yeah, I think I like just going left here. Just
Yeah.
a little inside, back and forth.
Mhm.
2 rails max. All right, looks
Yeah,
like he is
that's
gonna
what
go
he's
for the
doing.
left side here,
Yeah.
and he's gonna get pretty good. Actually
Landed
got
actually perfect.
a fortunate bump on that nipple.
Lucky.
Now he has a perfect angle to get to the 7.
And pretty much just got to pocket the 7.
Yep, 3 balls left here. He wants to get back to the middle of the table here for the 8. All right, 3 balls left on the table here for Paul Santos. Let's see if he can finish it off. All right, kind of got a little short there.
But lucky he didn't have to, elevate himself.
Yeah.
To bump the 9 and just give him a little space. You just got to make this ball. Don't
Yeah.
need to do anything really.
A little inside
Yeah.
would be okay. He chose outside instead. Let's see how he ends.
He landed pretty much
Pretty
perfect.
good.
I wouldn't ask for anything better than this.
It's pretty good. The only better shot is to be straight
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
All right, looks like Paul is going to be taking his time here. That's good. Let's see how he makes this ball here. This is the time that he hasn't been, he's been rushing most of his 9 balls the whole set. Oh, wow.
Again.
Again, Paul Santos is going to miss the 9 ball here to win the game.
I kind of feel like, sometimes when you take too much time, you put too much stuff in your head. Too
Right.
many negative thoughts.
I mean, you want to stay out of your rhythm,
Exactly. So he tried to really slow down. I think he just threw himself out of the rhythm, as he said.
It's not an easy shot here for Charles. Let's see if he can make it.
If he wants to stay another rack,
Yeah, it looks like he
survives for another rack.
survives for another round here. Scores 14-10. We got a
Can he-
5-1
can-
race here.
Can he do a 5-pack?
We'll see.
If the 9 counted on the break, he might have. The way he slams those balls.
Yeah.
see what's the score there.
Still a 0-0.
Still? That's right.
Fucking people don't update this fucking score.
I don't think they updated. All right, folks. Rack number 25 on the way. Charles with a very nice break. Has a pretty good shot on this one ball here, and a potential break and run here, or first of the set. Let's see. All right, nice shot there from Charles. Got a little bit, hit a little bit too hard for the 3 ball in the side pocket, but he just needs to make this ball here. Should be okay. All right, he's gonna end up undercutting it. That's going to leave Paul Santos a 3-4 combination here. A good shot there from Paul. Uh-oh. That's going to cause him some trouble. He ends up right behind the 9 ball for the 5. It's going to force him to kick at this shot. And he's going to miss. He's going to miss the kick and give Charles ball in hand here with 4 balls left on the table. No issues here for Charles Granville. He should be able to get out. Just needs to connect the dots from here. All right, good shot there from Charles Granville. Right, nice shot there from Charles Granville. Left himself a little bit on the rail, though. Let's see if he can finish it off here. And he finishes it off. That's going to make the score 14-11 here, folks. Looks like Charles is gaining some momentum for the comeback here. Let's see if he can try to make the game even closer.
Look serious.
All right, folks, the end of our poll is up. We had 41 votes, 65% going to Paul Santos, and 35% going to Charles Granville here. All right, not a bad break from Charles, but ends up dry. That's going to give Paul Santos an option here to play safe. Should be okay behind the 3 ball. He's going to choose to try and go behind the 6. Ends up short, but it doesn't leave a pocket for Charles Granville for the 1 ball here. Ooh. You don't know the score?
I only see him break. I don't know. That's good.
All right, nice attempt there from Charles Granville, but 1 ball is going to leak out of that 4. And that's going to give Paul Santos an option here He can try to cut this ball, but I think it's safer to play safe. All right, it looks like he is going to go for it and makes the 1 ball. That's going to give him a pretty good shot at this 2 ball with a pretty good angle to get to the 3. Nice shot there from Paul Santos. Ends up perfect for the 3 ball. All right. Paul has a couple options here. He can position for the 5 ball in the same pocket as the 4 ball, or I was going to say he can position for the side pocket, but he might have just eliminated that option for himself by getting that, because he got that such a big angle on this 4 ball. So it looks like he's just going to go back and forth here. Needs to watch the side pocket for the scratch. But he's going to miss the 4 ball, leaving it by the pocket, giving Charles another opportunity to get another game here. Let's see if he can take advantage.
It's some balls, so that's it on the left.
I guess he couldn't go real first there for that 4 ball. He chose to relocate the 9 ball in a more difficult position instead. But I'm not quite sure if that's going to pay off for him, as the layout is still, I'd say, pretty easy. All right, Paul Santos is going to go for the 5 ball in the side pocket here. Might have gotten on the wrong side of the 5. Might just go forward here. Play the 6 ball in the bottom right corner. All right, good shot from Paul. Now he can go 1 or 2 rails here to get to the 7. I like going 2 rails. That way you don't have to control the cue ball too much. All right, chose to go 1 rail here. I think he wanted to get a little further down the table there. Now that might force him to draw this cue ball here 2 rails. Needs to make sure he doesn't get such a big angle on the 8 ball, so he can keep the cue ball there for the 9. From here, he can even use the 9 ball here. Just roll the shot and use the 9 ball as a stopper. Oh wow! Paul Santos is gonna miss the 7, giving another chance here to Charles Granville. What's up, Evan? All right, 2 balls left on the table here for Charles Granville.
What's up?
Yeah. Charles Granville here with 2 balls left on the table. And another opportunity to take a game from Paul Santos here. Let's see if he can finish him off. All right, nice shot there from Chuck. And he's going to finish it off. That's going to make the game 14-12 in favor of Paul Santos. And after being up 5 games, Chuck was able to take back 3 games in a row here. And Chuck is going to take one more break, last break of the match here. Guys, we're close to getting our 20 like goal here for this video. We just need one more like, guys. So if you're watching and you haven't already, please be sure to hit that like button and support the channel. Thank you very much. Hey, Susie.
Dad's still grinding away. I don't know
Yeah.
what the score is over there, but he plays long matches. It's really like trying hard. I'm tired.
All right, folks. Rack number 27 on the way here. Charles Granville on the break. Let's see if he can get a 4-game winning streak going here to get this game closer to Hill Hill. Paul Santos has a perfect opportunity here to close this game out. Got a little too big of an angle for the 4-ball. Nice shot there from Paul Santos. Got a little too straight on this 5-ball though. See what kind of magic he's going to pull off here to get to the 6. Not a nice shot there from Paul Santos. Got a little bit short, but should be okay here. Just needs to watch the scratch on the side pocket. Wow, nice kill shot there from Paul Santos. That's going to leave him perfect for the 7. Just needs to stop this ball, and it should be good for the 9 ball here. All right, nice shot there from Paul Santos. Let's see if he's going to finish off their set here. And he does. All right, what a match, guys. Final score, 15-12 with our winner, Paul Santos. All right, I want to say shout out to these 2 players for putting themselves in the spotlight here. And special shout out to Charles Granville for his debut match. What's going on, brother? How are you? Yeah. All right, thank you guys for tuning in on our MVP Undercards live stream action match. Yes, go, go, go. Man, obviously it's finished.
I'll try 4-10.
You ruined my outro, man. All right, once again, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream action match here. Thank you to the players who participated. And we'll see you guys for our live stream here for our 9-ball weekly tournament here at Karen Billiards. So I'll see you guys later. Darwin